We'll just do that. Okay, well, I'm going to put it in slideshow. Okay, so this is our Focused and Motivate presentation. And I love this time of year because I always find myself in the school section wanting to buy school supplies, even though it's been years since I've, been in school or been in college, but I was just, I think, doing it for so many years, it still is this, like, I just want to go buy some notebooks and pens and Post-its. I need to go. I need to go to Staples or something like that. I'll just plus they're all on sale. This is the time. I love to have spiral notebooks, like the one subject notebooks, and they're like $1 this time of year. So it's fun. So today we're going to focus on how these oils can really help us get focused and really get stuff done. I don't know about you, but there's times where I have those squirrel moments and it's a hard time focusing on one thing. And so these are really the oils that I turn to when I need to finish a project. And we're also going to go through the kids collection, talk about those, and just make everyone aware of them because, even though they were formulated for kids, but they are adult also. So I use some of the kids collection on a regular basis. And then we're going to talk about the free oil of the month and how you can get that. So let's start with In Tune. And I love this oil. It's, when I look at what's in it, it's got Hawaiian sandalwood and frankincense, lime and patchouli and ylang-ylang and Roman chamomile. So it has these calming oils, but it also has the oils that get right into your brain and really help you focus and stay, on task to get a project done. I roll this on the back of my neck every morning. So it's in the bathroom right next to my deodorant. It's like deodorant In Tune. And then I will rub it just so I can smell it. And to me, it smells like candy. So the nice thing is we have different focus blends. So you can find one that is, that you really like. But this definitely helps me focus and stay on task and, and get things done. So, and it's on sale this month. So it's 15% off. And then we have Thinker. Now, Lachelle, have you ever used Thinker?
Yes.
Okay. Let me have you talk about Thinker.
I love Thinker, and I really love the kids collection. And like Lori said, it's not just for kids. Adults use them too on a regular basis. This is really for when you have a lot going on and you really want to stay focused. And, you have a lot of distractions going on. You're multitasking, but you really, and then there's, squirrel moments. You just want to stay on task. So this one is great to help with that. And it helps create a sense of alertness and clarity. And it really also helps with, helps you tell the difference between knowledge that builds you up and knowledge that tears you down. So it really, you don't want those negative energies around you that just, makes you tired and unfocused. And this blend has wonderful ingredients. The oils in it are vetiver, peppermint, clementine, and rosemary, and they're perfectly combined in fractionated coconut oil. So these are great for sensitive skin. So this one is on sale this month for $13.60.
Yeah, so there's a big difference between obviously Thinker and In Tune. So I love it that they also have oils for our budget. Yeah, and I love that this has clementine because we can't get clementine. It just is one of those that once a year or something, we're able to get it, but you can get it year round in Thinker.
Yeah.
So,
oh, and again, you can use this again on the back of your neck. You can roll a little bit on your fingers and maybe put it on your temples. So very easy to use.
Yes. And I like putting it also on my wrist and just breathing it in. So it is yummy. Motivate. This one is definitely one of my favorites, and it's a daily. It is definitely a daily oil. Oh, and we have Darcy joining. Hi, Darcy.
Darcy.
Yay. So Motivate is great because it really promotes. Yeah. I mean, when I look at the emotion behind Motivate, it's great on giving us that courage and that confidence. And sometimes getting started early in the morning, I start really early at 5 a.m. sometimes, and I need this to get me going and definitely be motivated about my day and what I need to do. Especially right now, I'm managing a COVID clinical trial, and it's intense. It's really intense. And so the Motivate really just helps me be present and be able to be there. And again, when we look at the oil, so we have both, we have, the mints, and we also have some herbs in here along with clementine again, just lovely clementine. So it's really helping us to unleash our creative powers and find that courage to do whatever it is that we need to get done that day. And so I'm excited that this one's on sale also this month. And this is the Motivate Touch. So it is it's in a roller bottle, and it has fractionated coconut oil. So it's going to help the oils go deeper into your skin instead of evaporating off. And then it will also, it's going to last a long time. So this is when I actually roll on the bottom of my feet and just give my foot a little foot massage in the morning and breathe it in. That peppermint definitely wakes me up and gets me going. And plus it has Melissa. So I don't know if you've ever been able to afford Melissa. It's one of the most expensive, Melissa and Rose, but this is a great one to be able to have Melissa in there. And Melissa's the oil of light. And so it really helps you see the positive and helps get rid of that negative talk in your head. So another reason why I love Motivate. Michelle, anything?
And Motivate also is one of the very few oil blends that has vanilla bean. So if you like vanilla, this is one.
Yes, it definitely is fun. And Darcy, we are recording, so I just wanted to let you know. And then the kids.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good to see you. And then I wanted to go over the kids collection because we haven't talked about that. I talk about some of them intermittently, but the kids collection is such a fun collection of oils, and it was especially made for kids. Yeah, I know. Here, I have mine also. So it's great. It comes in this little pack, and it's got little carabiners to put on them so kids can put them on their backpacks or just be able to recognize them by the color. So they have these great colors, and it has these great little instructional cards that tell them how to use it. So I've talked to lots of moms who have really been able to, introduce oils to their kids with this kids collection. And so you can, and they all have fractionated coconut oil, and the majority of them just have 4 oils. So it's a very, they were really specific when they looked at what oils to be able to have the therapeutic benefits, have the emotional benefits, to really help kids and be safe. So if kids are sharing them with other kids, we're not worried about any oils that are that are hot or that are going to, cause any redness or anything like that. And they named them in a very easy way to know what they all do. So Thinker, we talked about, is our focus blend. Calmer is really great at the end of the day or any time during the day, and you just need that calmness. And Stronger is a great one for really, helping when they need that. I want to say that courage, and then also that protecting. So Tamer is for our tummy. I actually love the Tamer more than the Digest Zen. So Tamer, similar to Digest Zen, except it has spearmint instead of peppermint, and then it has some other oils that you can just roll on your belly and really feel good. And then Rescuer is the one that it helps with sore muscles. And I can't remember what Steady. What does Steady say on our card?
Let me find it.
Brave, I know, is the Courage blend. Here's my little card.
Steady is the grounding blend.
Yes, so Steady is for grounding. And then I wanted to go back to Brave is the Courage. Stronger is the protective blend. So Stronger is similar to On Guard, like an On Guard for kids. So really when you're, they're not feeling good. And again, On Guard's a great oil, but it does have cinnamon and clove in it, which are very, very strong, hot oils. And so you really have to dilute On Guard a lot when using it on kids. And so Stronger is a nice, safe alternative to On Guard to really help make their immune system stronger. Okay. And again, you can get them as the kit, which is $105, or you can buy them individually. And so they're very, very economical oils. And then our free product of the month, I always love that doTERRA gives us something free every month if we place an order of 125 on our loyalty rewards. So it has to be a loyalty rewards order and by the 15th of the month. So if we place 125 PB on our loyalty rewards by the 15th, we get Caraway for free. And this is an oil that is used in some other blends, but we can't buy this individually. So this is a great way to really enjoy Caraway. And, when I think of Caraway and it's in the Digest Zen and some other blends, but it's great for our intestinal tract. And I love that, when life throws you tummy troubles, you can keep calm and Caraway on. So, but it's lovely to breathe in. It's also great to add to your toothbrush, and your toothpaste. And I can't wait to use it in cooking. So we'll, for everyone who gets Caraway free this month, we'll have some Caraway recipes for next month on how you can use those for cooking. So super, super excited about that. And I think that is it for today. We actually got through that really, really quickly. So I just wanted to take any questions at all that anyone may have, or maybe if they have used some of the, let me see if I can get out of, oh, here we go. There we go. If you've used any of the oils and just, had some experience with them, I'd love to hear about that. So Darcy, do you want to share of any of these that you particularly like?
You mean of the blend?
Yeah, so either the Focus, the Thinker, or the
Focus.
Motivate.
I love Focus, and I had a really good experience with it with my friend whose son at 19, and he's autistic, used to have like fits and and beat him up, his father. And when they came to my office one day, the sun was really calm and all of a sudden just flipped out. So I started applying Focus Blend on me and on his father. And then I managed to distract him for a moment. And I said, hey, come try this. Let me put this on your hand. And I'm telling you, within like 2-3 minutes of smelling it, he was sat down and drawing on a piece of paper. It calmed him really amazingly. And
Yes.
so his father said, oh, I've got to get some of that. So I actually gave him the rest of what I had. And he bought another one. And he said he found it very transformative for his autistic son. And for me, well, the thing is to remember to use it when I really need it, but it is brilliant. It's oil of presence. It really helps me when I have to do some studying. So I love it.
Yes. And it's one of those, I don't know if when I look at all the oils, I love all of them, but lime is one of my favorites. So I'm always putting lime in there. And, you know, the ylang-ylang just gives it that yummy, kind of flowery, scent. And it, you know, ylang-ylangs the oil of the inner child. So it just really helps me sometimes calm that inner child.
Yeah.
Mine's a very busy bee inner child. So to calm and focus, it's wonderful. And again, sandalwood and frankincense and so many of these oils go right through the blood-brain barrier. So they're able to support our brain and help us be able to focus. So I do. I love Intune. So any other questions or comments about the other oils?
Can you go over the benefits of clementine?
Sure. Let me see. So, let's see if it's even in my book. Well, they don't have it in the emotion book. I know. I think of it because it is a citrus oil, so it's very uplifting. So it's like instant happy mood, and then
teeth whitening.
Yeah, so it definitely helps get your teeth white. And again, because it's a citrus oil, it is also really good at cleansing our liver, and also helping removing fat, or not removing fat, but removing toxins from our fat cells. So I always will put some citrus oil in my water and a lot of times in my coffee. So ingesting clementine is great for, again, supporting that liver and getting toxins out of our fat cells. And you can, when you're putting it in your water, it's helping your teeth, or you can just put a little on your finger and actually put it on your teeth, also. And then I use it for seafood. So anytime I make usually mostly whitefish, then I'll put some drops of like clementine and maybe tangerine, and then put some avocado oil over to just, seal it in. And it brings out this just really yummy vibration and flavor in the seafood. So and then I also put it in salad dressings. So it's just one of those really versatile oils. And it's fun to actually have have the wild orange and the lime and the clementine open and just do kind of a little sniff, test with them and just see where they land in your body and how you feel after smelling them. I always feel happy. It's just, it is. It's a happy, uplifting oil. And there's times where my job can just get really brutal. And I'm so grateful for clementine and the other citrus oils to help bring that, just that happy feeling back and be able to get back at task with what needs to get done. But just remember that it's, it's all, no matter how much work there is to do, there's always you can always only do as much as you can do. And I have to remember that every single day, that I can't answer all my emails and get on every single call, but I can do what I can do. And things are looking really good in the COVID clinical trial world. So that's good news.
Good, thank you.
Yes. And did we have anyone else join us?
I joined. Thank you for letting me in. I just saw your email and I thought, oh man, I'm in the window. So
Yay!
I didn't even need to, somebody just let me in. That was very gracious of you. I was ready to type in the password and we jumped over that little hurdle.
Okay.
So thank you for this presentation, and I look forward to seeing whatever you send out, and the link. And then I have a lineup of citrus oils that I go through when I want to add one to my water. And I've also started to add either real salt or Himalayan pink salt, just a dash. And so Lori, you guys are nodding your heads. How much do you make up like a batch in a quart-sized container with like a certain measurement of the salt, or do you just kind of like, do a little bit, shake it in? Okay.
Yeah, I just do a little bit, and I taste it. I'm so used to my water having it in it. It tastes funny to me without it, but it is both, and I go between, the real salt, so sea salt, and those minerals are different than what's in Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
But because I filter my water and it filters out everything,
Right.
I need to add those minerals back in.
Right.
So, and then when you put that on, with the oils, so I'll add celery seed and then some citrus oil. So celery seed's one of my favorites too, because it really helps support our bladder and our esophagus and our stomach lining. And so it's just a wonderful oil. Just adding those in, and then sometimes I'll add, or at least a couple times a day, I add Mighty Maca, which is a hormone balancing greens blend by Dr. Anna Kabaka. And so then it's like super yummy. And it's, we want to get our, 10 cups of water, or more a day. So just putting the oils and putting the salt in there really helps. It makes it easy to drink. It tastes good. Our body wants it. We're flushing, everything, giving our digestive tract enough, fluid. And and so I just noticed I do so much better. One of the signs that it's, easy to tell if you are mineral deficient, like your body's just not absorbing, the minerals, is if you cut yourself and you notice it takes a really long time to heal. So that's, and I'll get little cuts and stuff, out at the barn and putting hay in. And the other day I noticed, I'm like, guys, this little, even though I was putting Correct X on it, I was like, why is this taking so long? And I thought back, I had just been in a hurry and grabbed a glass of water and wasn't putting salt in all the time. So I was only having it maybe once or twice a day instead of just throughout the day. And so I went back to really being focused and leaving my salt on the counter instead of up in the cabinet. And within a day, and it was amazing that, my little sore just healed up. So,
Interesting.
Amazing. So just even a couple of glasses a day without the salt made a difference.
It did. And it was literally, I was probably only having one. So when I would make my water bottle to go out to the barn, I would put salt in it because that was kind of my routine. But when I was just going to the kitchen and grabbing water in between phone calls or at dinner and I was in a rush, I would just grab the water and I wasn't adding the salt. And so it did. It made a difference. And that's my body. So it's,
Right.
It's hard to say, but you can really go by how it tastes. So if it doesn't taste good to put that much salt in, don't put that much salt in. So that's, when salt doesn't taste good, then your body has the minerals that it needs. When it really tastes good, then you need more.
I think the critical thinking part of this, though, is that it isn't table salt that you're putting in there. It's either real salt, which is from an ancient seabed in Utah that they drill down to, or the Himalayan pink, which is also drilled down into. And I guess there's some other, like there's a Celtic salt, but I don't think that is mined. And so there's some question as to, chemical interaction with anthropogenic influences. So anyway, so I've got my citrus oils kind of lined up: lime, grapefruit, tangerine, green mandarin, and I took clementine out of the mix because I wasn't sure about what its optimal use was. I mean, and so I'm just wondering, there probably is, and you might know off the top of your head, is there a way to rank the like the limonene or whatever the most important chemical elements are in those citrus oils, in terms of what's the best one to put in your water, or what's the best from a group of them,
Well, the best is going to be different for every person. So there's not one that's better than the other. They're all very high in limonene. That's what makes them so wonderful for our liver. It's really, what are you feeling at that moment in time? And so I want you to trust your body, that your body's going to grab the one that you need. So it's kind of get out of the head and let the body pick one. So I have mine all lined up, and I reach over, and whatever my body grabs is what I need at that point in time. And I always will, I'll put some drops in, but I always smell it also. So again, it's going right up to that amygdala part of the brain and producing those peptides that are, going to invoke that emotion. And you can smell it first, and if that's not what your body wants, you can put the lid back on. But I just really trust my body in what it needs. And it's interesting what it grabs sometimes. So I really let my body decide what it wants.
Thank you. And then do you, like, I take Slim and Sassy 5 drops in my alkaline Mag water before every, well, I drink it with my, like if I'm taking nutritionals or medications, I drink. And I'm just thinking I should probably add a few shake a few grains of the appropriate salt in there as well, or is that okay? All right. So it doesn't matter what the oils are, just have fun. Yeah,
just have fun. I mean, I put my Slim and Sassy in my coffee, and I do 5 drops in every cup, and my goal is for 15 drops of Slim and Sassy, and my goal for the citrus oils is 10 drops of citrus oils a day. So that's a very cleansing amount. So whichever one your body needs. So it is. And again, we don't want to use a table salt that has iodine in it. So don't
and it also doesn't have the trace elements in it. It's just, there's a whole, I just listened to a presentation in the Nikan world about I think it was like less than a week ago. And one of the things that these people did was they go out to Indian reservations, and when the Indian reservations set up a so-called clinic to test people's blood sugar levels. And basically what these people were saying, spoiler alert, is that those programs are set up to get those people where there really is a diabetes pandemic into the medical system so that they're taking drugs. And what these guys have done is they have like a table that's in the area with Mag water and the appropriate, whether it's probably they use real salt, and then they tell the people to go back and have their blood tested again, and in some cases it drops 40 or 50 points because of the hexagonal water in their bodies and the salt. And it's stunning. And I mean, they actually had an RN come over. What are you doing over here? So it's really, anyway, thank you for letting me say that. It's just been very illuminating to hear that. So
yeah, well, and it's so good for our digestive tract. So again, if you're not getting enough water, we can get constipated and things can get stuck. And having those minerals and having the salt in and drinking enough water, you should be having a bowel movement after every meal, and if you're eating 3 times a day, then there should be 3 bowel movements. And it shouldn't be something that you're spending a lot of time, in the bathroom. There are no magazines in our bathroom. And go in there, do your stuff, and you're gone. And it's not, it's not a long ordeal. So, so if things aren't moving, adding some salt in, some Himalayan salt or the real salt in your water, adding the essential oils, and then the lifelong vitality really helps the gut in moving everything along. So anyways, well, I'm going to stop the recording. So for everyone who's listening on the recording, thank you so much. And be sure to get back to the person who gave you the recording if you want to either start your own doTERRA membership, or if you have any questions. So it was super fun. Let me start this.